So in order to use standard controller, there is an attribute that you have to use called as standard controller, and it is an attribute of Apex page tag, right? And just write down the name of that particular object that you want to use in order to use its standard controller, right? Listen to this once again. Over here I've written account because this account is a standard object. If it would have been student, then student underscore C. That is what I would have written down over here. So that's it. That's what I've written down over here. Now let me create a page, and in that page let me show some records, right? That's what I want to do. It's the API name, objects API name. Let's have a look at this particular page. What are the fields we've got on an account? Owner is basically a user. I need to show the owner ID.name and stuff like that. I'm not willing to do that right now because it will make it a little complex. Annual revenue, let's so see, you guys were asking that what if there comes an error in the page renderer? The page got saved, but when it rendered the page, it showed that error to us. It displayed that error there. See, but there is no data coming up. And by the way, I've just written down output field. The label for it has automatically come up as employees. So what it is doing, it is taking the label. So the label and the API name for the field is different. It's number of employees and the label is employees. So it's automatically taking it up. So that's the benefit of using Visualforce. It solves a lot of problem, or it reduces the amount of code that you have to write down in order to create a particular component. Over here, imagine if we would have asked you to create this page with HTML or something like that. And in that case, first you have created this. You should have created this page with HTML, and after that, you would have linked the API names with the with the names in the controller, and then you would have written down the code to save it into the database or to get the fields from the database. You would have written down the query. But over here, you do not have to do anything. That's how easy it is to write to create a custom UI in Salesforce with the help of Visualforce. Anyways, but the most important thing coming up over here is that I'm not able to see the data for the record, right? So have you specified anywhere over here like for which account record I want to see these information? No, right? And if you'll notice, whenever you open a particular account, there is a record ID that comes up over there, right? That's for the record that you're having a look at. So I'm going to copy this record ID. I'm going to go back to that page that we have just created. And what I'm going to do is, there's the page name, right? That's the page name. That's how it's coming up. After this page name, I'm going to write down Keshanma ID equals to so this is passing parameters to a Visualforce page, right? This is how you pass parameters to a Visualforce page. Is it clear? Currently, I've passed only ID, and this ID is getting to that standard controller that we've got named as account, and it is all automatically fetching the record or the field values that are associated with this particular account record. Is it clear? You can just write it down. Sorry? That's what we are doing over here. You cannot do that. For that, you'll have to create a custom controller. Let me just. I want a page in which I can see multiple records at once. So,
I want to assign this page to multiple records.
So for that, first you'll have to create that page on which there are multiple records coming up, and then when you'll click on a particular link, then this page will get opened up. You're gonna understand it later. You can understand it. Let's wait for a while. Is it done, everyone? Okay. You can definitely you can. But currently, what I have explained is the most basic thing that you can create. So for that, I mean, there's no problem with it. So what you have to do with that search box is create that as an input field and just create a button. Whenever that button gets hit, take the text from the text box and get it into a custom controller and search it with the SOSL query. And whatever records you get over there, just show it into the database. That's all what you have. So show it onto the page. That's all what you have.